Bonjour and welcome to a new unboxing video, and today we've got a double whammy in the sense that we've got the same thing twice. It's going to make sense in a second. So today's unboxing comes from our friends at Character Options, and it is the brand new Doctor Who action figures, which come in two ways. So you do have this pack, which is the Vortex collection, which is exclusive to the Character Option website, and you've got the general release of the same figures, which are the 15th Doctor and Ruby Sunday, and that's the general release that you will find in any good retailer. I mean, people like Forbidden Planet, Amazon, who else? Quite a few places in the UK will have them. So those are available only in the UK at the moment, and those are available internationally. The reason why I'm saying it's a double whammy is because it is sort of the same figure but not the same figure. So you're going to see once I've opened the pack. So we're going to start by opening the packs so that you can see the exclusive release. So the exclusive release comes with this sleeve, and you do have two action figures packaged separately, but they only come as a set. You can only buy a set of the two figures. You can't buy them separately. If you see them sold separately somewhere, it's because someone split them up. So you do have the Doctor Who logo at the front, the Doctor Who logo here, the Doctor Who logo there, the Doctor Who logo there and there, and you do have the packaging. So you do have this sleeve. Once you remove the sleeve, you do have basically the two boxes. So this is what they call the Vortex collection, which is the Character Option exclusive line, which is sort of a deluxe version of the retailer version. So if you take, for example, the Doctor Who, so the Doctor here, 15th Doctor, this is the release that is exclusive to Character Options website. So as you can see, it doesn't have the same costume at all as the one that is the general release. So so that's why it's actually interesting they've done it that way. There are other differences, and we're going to check that together. So let's start with the Doctor, because he's the main character. So packaging, this is the packaging from the Vortex collection. So you do have a Vortex edition collector figure that they said. It does come with accessories, because you can see there's quite a few accessories. And so at the front you do have the window, the description that it is the 15th Doctor, that is in the, oh god, I'm not going to get it, 5.5 inch scale. And so on the side you do have the Doctor Who logo. On the back you do have a picture of the Doctor, as well as what they say is the Vortex edition. Doctor Who Vortex edition, this is a new range of Gen 3 figures which feature a higher specification deco applied with a base color plastic for extra details. Features include internal pivots for the neck, ball jointed shoulders, and internal pins on the arms and legs. So it is actually a new articulation style for Doctor Who, which is going to be quite different from what we've had in the past. So without any further ado, I think we need to open those, which are going to be fun, because of course when a box is not quite straight, it's always a bit more complicated to find the best way to open them. So but I do see that there is an opening here. So oh dear, that's going to be, no, that's not going to be too complicated. So basically you just open the two flaps, and once you've opened the two flaps, you can take the figure tray out. Sorry. So we're going to put that here. The tray in itself has just the star background, vortex background, I suppose, because this is the vortex collection. And then we need to remove what's in the box. Here we go. This is the Doctor, the 15th Doctor. He looks absolutely incredible. That's really a fantastic skull, and I'm just trying to get as much details as I can, which is not always easy because, of course, this is not designed to be. My camera isn't that great, is what I mean. But still, I mean, this looks really, really like a great sculpt. And you do have a huge amount of details because, as you can see, he's got all his rings on his fingers, on both fingers. So we're going to see what that new articulation is like. So yes, as you can see, the head completely rotates and you can actually incline it any way you want. So it's actually not too bad. So you do have the articulation in the neck, you do have the shoulder articulation. As it is ball jointed, you can also do this. Then we do have, I'm careful because as it's a new type of articulation and I don't want to risk breaking anything. You do have the elbow, and do you have the wrist? Yes, you do have the wrist. So you do have the same on both sides. Then do we have a, yes, we do have a waist articulation. And then we've got the hip. We do have, and next, do we have a twisty? Yes, we can twist the top of the leg. Then we do have the knee, and we do have the foot going all the way. So that's quite a lot of articulation. So what they mean by this new articulation is that you can't see any pin on the side here, and if I lift the jacket, you can't see any pin either. So that's a new type of articulation, which opens like that, and you can actually twist. I mean, it's a bone articulation, so that's really very, very good. I'm just looking at the details. I mean, the detail on the paint is absolutely amazing. First of all, it's a fantastic likeness of Shootigatwa, but I mean the details, and you do see that wash that they're talking about that is actually giving a bit more depth to the costume. I mean, it's very, very visible on the coat, and of course on the skin tone as well. It's really very, very cool. So I do like that. As you can see, he's got his orange striped t-shirt underneath, and it comes with 3 accessories which are tiny, so be careful not to lose them. You do have, of course, the sonic screwdriver, which is the blue version, because you've noticed that the Doctor changes the color of his screwdriver during the series. We've seen it in different colors, so, but it is the blue one which appears to be the standard one. Then you do have the psychic paper in its little wallet, and the last accessory is, of course, the mine from Boom, which is really cool. So let's see how we can, if he can hold his accessory, because I mean, that would be annoying if he couldn't hold his sonic screwdriver in his hand. And well, he can actually hold his sonic screwdriver in his hand, so that's rather cool. And I'm sure that if we put this on his hand, he will have the psychic paper on his hand. So it's really cool. I'm just a bit worried that we will lose those accessories very quickly because well, you know, I've got a track record for losing accessories while doing the unboxing. So let's hope it doesn't happen. So that's the first one, and the second one is Ruby Sunday. So as you can see, because I showed you with the doctor, but as you can see, even though it is the same figure, the deco is completely different depending on if it is the Vortex edition or the regular release. So we're going to open that. I mean, the packaging is exactly the same. You do have Vortex edition collector figure, you do have a portrait of Ruby Sunday, little biography, the little thing about what the Vortex edition is all about, and otherwise it's really exactly the same. So we can actually do that quicker. Well, now that we know how to open those boxes, it's become very easy. Here is, oh, she looks absolutely superb. Here is Ruby Sunday, and she looks fantastic. So same thing, she does have the same kind of articulation as the doctor, so we can't really see the articulation in the elbow, for example. I mean, it's mostly invisible, and the leg is a bit more visible, though, as you can see. But she looks really, really fantastic. I really like her. I'm not quite sure about that knee articulation because I don't want to force it. I mean, the thing is with new figures, from time to time, it's always good to actually dip them in some hot water to prevent them from prevent some breakage, because it can happen that they are not quite, they're a bit too stiff, and you need to warm the plastic a little bit. So here you go. But as you can see, once again, we've got a huge amount of detail. It really, really has a very, very good likeness again, and she does have a red top. Jacket is quite soft, so you can actually move it. The skirt is also in a soft material, so you can actually articulate the leg a little bit, and she does come, she's really great. I love the fact, I mean, you see the details in the buckles on those sleeves. I mean, she looks really great, and she does come with two accessories. One is her handbag, because of course she will have a handbag, so we're going to put it around her so that we don't lose it. So she does have her handbag that we can put like that, and she does come with her mobile phone. So you do have the screen on one side, you have the little camera things in the back. So once again, I mean, tiny little object. Let's see if she can hold it. I mean, there's no reason why she wouldn't be able to hold her accessories. And here we go, we do have Ruby Sunday, and that's basically all we have with the Vortex collection. So the Doctor and Ruby, but we're not done yet. I'm losing the sonic screwdriver, but I'm going to find it very, very quickly. So let's see. Yes, she's holding, and is going to be okay. Here we go. So basically, we've seen the Doctor and Ruby from the Vortex collection, and now we're going to see the general release. So the general release, same thing. You do have, it doesn't say anything about the articulation, but I would expect the articulation is going to be the same. However, already, well, the packaging is of course different. You can see that the costume is a bit different. I imagine that the paint job is different, and it seems to have only one accessory. So we're going to, please step away from the screen, people who love mint in package items, because this one gets ripped. Here we go. So yeah, it is definitely the same figure. I mean, we do have the same articulation. It seems to be a bit tighter, so I'm going to be very careful with that, because I think, yeah, it's still a bit stiff, so I will definitely have to warm this up a little bit. So here you go, and as you can see, I mean, it does have a blue t-shirt. It does have exactly the same rings and stuff. The paint job is really good as well, but I am thinking, well, of course it comes with this sonic screwdriver, which is the same sonic screwdriver. It would have been funny if they had done an open one and a closed one. That would have been funny to do, but I suspect that it costs less if you do the same accessory. So here is the general release, and we're going to compare it to the Vortex edition release. So as you can see, the jacket is a different color. This one looks actually nicer in color. I think that the general release, the t-shirts are completely different. They're very, very similar, but it seemed that the paint job is a bit better on this side. I mean, you do have a bit more details. The shoes are different as well. I mean, they're the same figures, they're variants, but both are really equally nice. I do have a little preference for the Vortex edition, but both are really cool. I mean, if you're hesitating between the two, so you can see again. I'm going to try and have the heads in the same. Yes, that will be easier. So I mean, as you can see, I think that the Vortex edition definitely has a better paint job. I mean, you can see it in the face, you can see it in the jacket. So here you go. So that's our two different 15th Doctor. And now we're going to compare Ruby Sunday, because we do have a Ruby Sunday. Same thing, I mean, you know the drill. You do have the little biography. It's a nice little picture. And we're going to open it. And surprise, this one doesn't have any accessories. However, I absolutely adore the look of this one. I mean, same thing. We have the same figure, but they really managed to make it look so different. So it's one of the different outfits that she wears in the series. We do have, of course, exactly the same. I do find the new knee articulation a bit odd on her personally, but it's okay. I suppose it's just because you do have the double articulation. It probably makes it easier to pivot. Still, it's much better than the old articulation with the visible pin on the side. So she looks really fantastic. Once again, she has quite a few details. She's got her rings as well. She does have the soft skirt, which is nice soft jacket. I mean, it really is the same figure. So now we're going to compare once again. So the Vortex edition one is the one on the left, and the regular release is the one on the right. So I think that, to be honest, both are equally good. I think that the deco works for both of the figures equally. The only difference really is if you want her with accessories or not. So here you go. Those are out right now. So the Vortex edition, so the box set with the two Vortex edition is from Character Options website and exclusive from there. I think they still have some for sale, but I wouldn't think they're going to last very long, because I think they've been quite popular. It's always difficult to balance female characters, I find, but that's I think it's the shape of the boot, because she's wearing some platform boots, and it doesn't make things easy. You see, and this is the regular general release of the two figures that you can find in any good retailer in the UK. If you are, of course, outside of the UK, you will either have to have a nice friend who is taking care of you, or get with some online shops that actually sell abroad. I think places like Forbidden Planet do sell abroad. Otherwise, you will have to actually go with the character option exclusive ones. And remember that on the Vortex edition, which are the exclusive, you do have the phone and the handbag for Ruby, and she doesn't want to stand for some reason. I'm pretty sure, well, maybe she's just a bit, maybe it's the position which I've put her. Here you go. And of course the doctor comes with his screwdriver, but also the landmine from Boom and the psychic paper. So here you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Choose which one you want, or have both sets, and have fun. Bye.